Today I'm going to talk about being a minimalist when it comes to features. Hi, I'm Ryan Hayden. I'm one of the founders of Build Online. We plan, design, and build custom software and custom apps for businesses and entrepreneurs, and I'm on a mission to help business people understand the world of software development. I make these videos every week. Now, I like to think of myself as a minimalist. I wear just about the same thing all the time. I try not to collect stuff, and I follow a lot of minimalist blogs and YouTube channels. But today I'm not talking about that kind of minimalism. I'm talking about minimalism when it comes to your app or software project. It's extremely common for an entrepreneur or other product owner to get into the feature trap, where they just tack on every feature that they can think of to an application in the hopes of giving it more appeal. Adding features is rarely the answer. Have you ever been to a restaurant that had a massive menu? I mean, the kind of place where you can get pizza, filet mignon, egg rolls, or funnel cake? Those places are almost never good. The cooks are overwhelmed and the restaurant ends up having no identity. You can't be good at everything. And if you're not careful, you can do the same thing to your app project. There comes this time after it's done where you start worrying about adoption or getting people on. And instead of going out and marketing your app, which is what you need to do, or cleaning up what you have, you think the answer is to add more features. And before long, your app it's like the software equivalent of Ed's Thai food, laundromat, and waffles. You've fallen into what author Melissa Perry calls the build trap, where you think the answer to your problem is just building more features. So before you add a new feature, ask yourself these 4 questions. 1, do people really want this? I mean, don't guess here. Are your actual users telling you that you need this feature? I mean, like more than one user. It's a good idea to validate that the majority of your users need a feature before you add it. Now, you could do this by polling your users and asking them if they need a feature, but it's probably a better idea to just wait until they tell you, they're begging you for something, and then invest your attention in that feature. Number 2, ask yourself, if your app had the users or revenue that you wanted, would you still be adding this feature? Are you just adding this in the hopes that it will attract customers? If you're doing that, you're probably adding a feature that you don't need. Worse, you're diverting your attention from what your app likely needs, which is marketing. 3, will this feature dilute the purpose of my product? In other words, if your app does one thing well, like edit video, and you add a feature that's completely unrelated, like social media feed, you run the risk of diverting attention from what your app does well by adding things that you'll never do as well as other companies. As a general rule, your app should solve one problem and solve it well. And if you try to do too many things, you're just cluttering your front yard. Number 4, ask yourself, am I spinning my wheels? Are you doing this because you know this feature will improve the product, or because you just want to feel like you're making progress? If you're just spinning your wheels, there are many things that you could be investing in that will have a much bigger impact than adding another feature. What you should be doing is investing in marketing, and if you're focusing on dev, you should be paying down technical debt and improving performance and security. Now, hopefully this video can help you see that the build trap is real. You often don't make things better by adding more features. You can actually make them a lot worse. Make sure that your app solves one problem well, and then focus your attention on marketing and try to avoid the if I build another feature, then they'll come trap. If you're interested in learning more about making software, I've created a free course at softwarecrashcourse.com. It's 7 short videos that give an overview of the whole software process, and it's totally free. Just go over to softwarecrashcourse.com today and sign up. And I'll see you in the next video.